I'll catch up to you. Just need to rest for a bit after that ride.
Whatever you say, Grandpa.
We're the same age.
Come on. It's holding tight. No way I can do this without tools.
Why do you want it anyway?
It'll look great on the wall.
I hope I never find myself at the business end of that horn. End of the line. Hopefully not for me. Most of the useful parts of the motorcycle have been cannibalized. Shame. It's a good model. Most of the shame. Wow, I haven't seen a motor with a hand crank starter in ages. The hand crank is screwed into the motor.
Seems like the bike requires some further disassembly.
Let's crank this party up.
A metal crank for cranking stuff.
Let's crank this party up. Most of the useful parts, shame. It's just some lemons. I have a saying, if life gives you lemons, don't take them. You don't need them. You're completely fine without any lemons in your life.
Maybe you don't even like lemonade.
Is that monk levitating?
Big deal. I can do that too.
Nah, he must have a platform hidden in those robes. Quite the holy man. Good day, sir. Mr. Monk.
I wasn't sleeping. I was meditating.
Could you point me to the nearest airport? I need to board an airship.
Your search is for naught, child. The way you seek is shrouded in darkness. Darkness that came on the wings of birds of prey.
Please, just make a bit more sense.
All right. There's an airport at the end of the city, but it's closed.
Huh? Why?
Yes. You see, there's a curse upon this town. A constant storm hovers over the airport. No one shall take flight until the spirits are appeased.
Now you've got me intrigued. Tell me more.
It's only human to ask questions, child.
Sorry, but I can't help wondering. Who are you?
You are conversing with a mere vessel for certain spiritual wisdoms, compiled to guide people.
So you're a priest?
Yes, of sorts. I'm here trying to help the folk live in balance with the world.
Where are we, exactly?
We're drifting on a river of time towards the eternal perfection, child.
Yes, that's great, but I meant more in a geographical sense.
Outside the city of Longda in Tibet.
That's more like it. But it was a great metaphor and all. Where are we?
We're drifting on a river of time towards the eternal perfection, child.
Yes, that's great.
Outside the city of Longda in Tibet.
That's more like it. What was that about a curse?
The storm will not stop until the sounds of the chimes calms the angry spirits.
Why are they angry?
Not long ago, an airship landed in the city bearing the symbol of Valkyria wings. Moments later, a great storm rolled over the town. It's the spirits telling people to oppose Valkyria's loyalists. They came here to seed deception and manipulate the people of Longda to do their bidding.
That sounds like them for sure.
Even when the thunder roared, the loyalists had the audacity to desecrate the shrine.
Then it looks like 2 curses have befallen your town. And out of the 2, I'd much rather prefer to deal with the storm. I'm still not sure if I get it. You'll have to tell me a bit more.
You said something about a desecration?
The prayer wheel, a crucial element of our shrine, has been stolen by the Loyalist.
I can relate. They have a habit of storming in and taking what's not theirs.
It is no mere ornament. The prayer wheel allows us to connect with the spirits, and they answer through chimes at the shrine. Without the wheel back in its place, there will be no end to the storm.
Why did the Loyalists take the prayer wheel?
Who knows? Maybe to undermine our faith. Try to prove that the storm is a coincidence, and our beliefs mere superstitions.
Where is it now? The wheel, I mean.
They keep it in the airport, just under the airship.
We seem to share a similar sentiment towards the Loyalists.
Yes, it's a shame that the citizens of Longda cannot see past their hollow smiles and empty promises of new technologies.
Surely the locals know what Valkyria's goons did in Europe.
There is this Russian woman who came to the city. She tries to reason with the locals, with little success, I might add.
Why are the locals so okay with the Loyalists being here?
A crowd is a yak herd. Once startled, it starts running mindlessly. However, the sound of the temple's chimes may turn the herd in the other direction.
While I'm all for driving the Loyalists out of the city, I don't quite see how the shrine plays into that.
When the storm vanishes and the spirits sing through the chimes, that will perhaps untie the blindfolds on the Longda citizens' eyes. Remind them of the true higher powers.
So, you think that the spirits will convince people to oppose the Loyalists?
The embers of faith still burn in the hearts of Longda's people. They just need something to fan the flames.
Sorry, I'm not convinced. I've seen what they can do. It's terrifying. It's not something that can be faced with faith alone. That's insane.
I see the embers in you as well. You may not know it yet, but your fire burns. Make sure it scalds those who deserve it.
Again with the metaphors. Say I want to appease the spirits so that they calm the storm. What's the procedure?
The person who wants to ask the spirits for a favor has to spin the prayer wheels in a proper order.
Sure. What's the order?
That knowledge is to be gained through years of meditation. Handing it over to an outsider would be like handing a sword to a monkey.
Maybe I can get a crash course? I'm a really smart monkey.
It won't work without the stolen wheel. Besides, you are not a part of this community, and for all I know, you may be just as devious as the Loyalist.
Whoa, no need for insults, mister. You're getting really defensive about this. I get a feeling there's something he's not telling us.
I don't know. These spirits sound scary.
Let me ask you something.
Peace be with you, child.
Peace, man.
I would never. I need some help past.
Sure.
Do you see any?
Scan.
That's a very colorful feather. But why is it jammed into a lemon?
Do not steal what's not yours.
Okay. What do you need this feather for, anyway?
It is not your business, newcomer.
That was kind of rude of him. I'm going nowhere if the monk keeps acting all high and mighty.
If only I could get some leverage on him.
Is that monk levitating?
Big deal. I can do.
Nah. Sir?
Peace be with you.
It's some sort of gathering of locals. I wonder what they're talking about. A poster for the herbalist stand. It depicts some sort of herb.
Hey, if you take that off, how will people know that this is my stand?
Because you're standing here?
Fair enough. Proceed.
Gotta give it to whoever painted the poster. This illustration of the herb is almost photorealistic.
Sounds bad, but is it true? That Russian pilot keeps yapping, but until I see a proof, I'm out of it.
Excuse me, sirs.
You blind and deaf? As soon as these bastards take down the prayer wheel, the storm picks up. It's like the monk said. The nature itself is against the loyalists.
To hell with your spirits. This town is falling apart. If they are really willing to share some of those machines, let them stay as long as they want.
They sure are loud.
And that's exactly my point. If they catch whoever they're looking for, then maybe they'll take care of our escapees too.
May I interrupt?
Surely you don't mean Tashi. He ain't that bad.
You're both missing the point. It's not about what the loyalists can do, but what they did. If they really did bring a curse over Longda, then we should get rid of them immediately.
They're still not listening.
You haven't been outside the city walls in years. What do you know about what's happening outside of Longda?
I read, you know. You should try it sometime. You wouldn't be so enthusiastic about the loyalists.
Actually,
What good have your books ever done? Besides, if the spirits don't want them here, neither do I.
Right. Keep waiting for the spirits to answer while the loyalists do all the work.
is there anything more useless than men arguing about politics?
Good morning.
And good morning to you. Are you here for the silk? Premium. Only the newest designs.
No, actually, I was.
Looking for jewelry? Say no more, love. How about this jade necklace? It really brings out your eyes.
Well, thank you, but.
But of course, only the top shelf inventory for such a stylish woman. Let me present you with.
No, stop. I don't want to buy anything.
Not even a postcard? Then why are you wasting my time?
I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, great. Well, ask away.
Wow, that's one classic record player. Although it's missing the horn speaker. It won't work. The horn is missing. It's a small hoard of pretty trinkets. Pretty useless, that is.
Oh, come on. Let's at least buy this novelty magnet.
With what money, Pascal? An incense burner, currently unlit.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I just wanted to light this incense.
Absolutely not.
Huh? Why?
Well, obviously the ambience is wrong for this. I need music to enjoy my incense, and incense to enjoy the music.
That must be the owner of this establishment. Hi.
Oh, it's you again. Quickly, on with it.
do you have a telephone I could use? I really need to call someone in Monaco.
Monaco? No way that's going on my phone bill. There's a telephone booth by the airport.
Then maybe I could borrow some coins for that payphone?
Oh. So your next step is begging?
Lady, I think you have an attitude problem.
Excuse me? I don't have a problem with attitude. I have a problem with you.
My point exactly.
You have quite the attitude. What's the issue here?
Yeah, lady. What's your problem?
Oh, fine. If you really need to know. I usually relax myself with some music and incense before I start the day. You know, so I can be a bit more patient with picky customers and ragged freeloaders, such as yourself. No offense.
Almost none taken.
But my phonograph is broken. I'm suspecting vandalism.
How about I make you a deal? I know a thing or two about repair. I'll fix your phonograph and you'll pay me in coins.
Now you're finally making sense.
Would you mind lighting this incense? I'd love to smell it.
Absolutely not. You've got to be mad.
I'm not. Well, maybe, but it has nothing to do with this request.
What was I thinking? Expecting a simpleton such as yourself to understand it. I can't light the incense because the ambience is all wrong.
I don't see any issues with it.
Of course you don't. To enjoy the subtle fragrance of a top-quality incense, you have to do it over a soothing soundscape for the full experience.
Then put on some music.
I'd love to, but my phonograph is broken.
That's a shame. Maybe I'll figure out a way to fix it.
That would be lovely of you.
I'd better be going.
I agree.
I need some help.
Sure.
Do you see any...
Scan.
Young lady, you reckon you're gonna need some spices in your kitchen? Saffron, mayhap finger root?
I'm spicy enough, thank you.
Sure thing. Oh, and if you don't mind, be so nice and let me know if you see a pretty bird round somewhere, okay?
I think that's a bit inappropriate. This is no way to call a lady.
No, I'm sorry. I mean a mechanical bird with wings and cogs and all.
Sure.
Any other way I can help you today?
Tell me more about this pet bird of yours.
Yang-Chen! My poor little birdie is more than a pet. He's my friend. And a really clever automaton to boot. He flies around and collects herbs and seeds for me. It usually takes him an hour or so. Today, though, he's missing since early morning. I fear he's got broken or lost, spirits forbid.
Well, we have to help this poor robot. If I got lost, wouldn't you try to save me? Why are you not answering?
Just teasing. Of course I would look for you.
Okay, fine. We'll look for him. If I'm to find your Yang-Chen, you'll have to tell me what it is exactly I'm looking for.
He's a small brass automaton, about the size of a pheasant, but, you know, made out of cogs and gears and whatnot.
How does it work?
Yang-Chen's got a pair of visual sensors to recognize the shapes of different seeds and herbs. When he detects one, he's supposed to pick it up and store it in his basket. Repeat until the basket's full, and he comes back here.
Anything else I should know?
Mayhap there's this one teensy thing. He used to be a military recon unit before I took him in. Some of the defense systems are still active.
Oh, great. So he's a dangerous death machine.
Spirits forbid! He wouldn't hurt a fly. Unless in self-defense.
Death machine. Got it. You know, I'll be going quite out of my way to look for your robot.
Of course. I tell you what, You bring me Yang safe and sound, and I'll provide any spice you need. Free of charge. How's that sound?
I'm wondering if you could help me with something?
Sure. What you need?
Actually, I'm looking for an airport.
Barely set foot here and already leaving, huh? I reckon you're gonna have a problem with that.
Why do you reckon that?
For one, there's that storm, you know. Nasty stuff. The old monk says it's the spirits doing. Mayhap there's something to it. It all began when them Valkyria soldiers arrived in town. Now they gathered on the airstrip. Something ain't right with them folks.
So you're saying they're blocking the airstrip?
Yep, that'd be them and the customs guard. He'll bury you in paperwork 6 feet deep.
When it rains, it pours. Excuse me, I need to make a phone call. Can you help me with that?
I can't, but I reckon there's a payphone by the airport.
Do you perhaps have any spare change for the call?
Nope, sorry. No earnings yet for today, except for this penny.
Darn.
Check the trinket shop. I reckon shopkeeper has some money on her.
Let's, change the subject.
Sure, why not?
I'm wondering if you could help me with something?
Sure, what you need?
Let's,
Sure,
what can you tell me about the people in this place?
we're a close bunch, but I reckon everyone needs something a tad more to hold on to. Be it religion, like the old monk, money, take the shopkeep, or the letter of the law, personified here is our town guard.
Why do you think the locals let the loyalists in?
It's a stickler, ain't it? Both our local monk and the Russian lady warned not to trust them. In the meantime, the loyalists offered new technology and safety in the streets. Now the people can't decide if they're good or bad. But I reckon one thing for sure. When they do decide, it's gonna be a riot.
By that time, there might not be anyone left to start one.
What else can you tell me about this monk by the gate?
What's there to tell? He's what you call it? A spiritual guide.
So how did he react when the loyalists showed up?
When the Valkyria soldiers arrived, he said they're a bunch of snakes. Mayhap there's something to it. 'Cause not a moment later, the storm picked up. That's spirits right there. You don't mess with spirits, and you certainly don't take apart their shrine. Like the loyalists did.
What was that about a shopkeeper?
Don't expect kindness from the gal running the trinket store. Unless there's something in it for her. And she puts these unholy noises on her phonograph. It's relaxation music, she says.
I can only imagine.
Well, she recently got her phonograph broken. Mayhap it was the spirit's providence over my poor ears.
You said something about a Russian lady.
Yep, she came here not too long before the loyalists. The lady hates them just as much as our monk does. She tries to argue her facts with anyone who supports loyalists. I reckon it won't be enough for some of the more placid folk.
Mayhap, maybe I should talk to her. This town guard, huh?
You're telling me. What a pain. She's all Directive B-22 this, Ordinance F-57 that. You can't get anything done without him finding some or other paragraph for it.
Do you think she may make an exception for me?
Slim chance, young lady. Either do it by the book or outsmart him. That's what I say. There's ways around it. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't want us getting in trouble now, do we?
Enough of that talk.
Fine by me.
I'll be going.
Do come back.
So many spices and herbs. I'd love to try some of them.
Hey, don't take my spices, young lady. I'm still running a business here.
Sorry. Wait, is that Manfred? How did he get here before me?
He's talking to someone. Maybe we should join them.
This electrical box seems to be controlling all that big anti-grav under the statue. Just a bunch of useless trash. I won't be able to salvage anything from here. Just a bunch of
These sculptures are so cute.
Just look at the details. Real craftsmanship. That's one tough-looking lady. That's Manfred.
He's talking to someone. Maybe we should join them. Weren't you just by the gate?
Ah, I went looking for you and ended up here.
Are you sure you're not teleporting?
Ha! Great joke, Pola.
Yes, a joke. Anyway,
Ah, yes. I want you to meet someone.
Ah, you must be the brave Devoushka Manny was telling me about, no?
I mean...
Tanya, this is Pola. Pola, this is Captain Tanya.
Привет. And your little robot friend?
Hi, I'm Pascal. Nice to meet you, tall loud lady.
Ha! Harshaw, you are funny little robot.
You and Manfred know each other?
Da, Manny was my student in Petrograd. I taught him everything I knew about aviation mechanics.
Yeah, Tanya was a great instructor.
Manfred told me lots about you. How smart and pretty. Anyway, I've heard that you're here to fight the Loyalists. I flew here on a mission against them also.
Yeah, you two should probably talk a bit about that. I will leave you to it.
You said you flew here. In an airship?
Da, arrived just this morning on my mission.
Wait, then maybe you can get us out of here. We need to get to Europe.
Da, I've spoken about this with Manfred. I will be happy to take you with me.
That's wonderful news. My circuits are beginning to freeze out here.
Not so fast. There are problems.
Figures.
Getting out of Longda is not simple. Many obstacles to overcome. I am sure that together we can do it. We are strong and brave, no?
Is this the famous Russian spirit talking?
Sort of.
could you lend me some? It would be helpful right about now.
Do not fret, Pola. Together we can do it.
I'll get back to you.
До свидания.
Hey, done.
Привет,
What is this mission that brings you here?
My mission? Chasing these loyalist thugs, of course. I saw them flying by Petrograd and jumped into my Mishka there and then.
Tanya has always been a wild card.
Da, I'm taking, how do you say it? Anticipatory measures.
What does that mean?
You see, little robot, the loyalists obviously came here to spread their lies and disruption. I'm just trying to stop them before it comes to me. For the common good, no? This whole town is full of people who will stand with me against the tyrants.
I'm sorry, but I don't see anyone standing with you right now.
Patience. The people just need a little push in the right direction. No?
You sound like you have something specific in mind.
Da, you are smart, Devoushka. I'm trying to incite an uprising among the people.
How exactly are you planning to start that riot?
I'm already halfway there. Earlier today, I went around town talking to people, exposing each of the minions' crimes. Their spies in Russia, the civil war in Germany, the invasion of Poland. Polluting the world, stealing puppies, and putting wurst on pizza.
I'm pretty sure these last few didn't happen.
It is better for dramatic effect.
That's not truth. That's propaganda.
You say potato, I say potato. The important thing is to shatter people's trust in the loyalists.
To what end?
So that the people can rise up as one and expel the tyrants of the machine. I will be marching with them.
So why haven't you done that already?
The people are not yet convinced. I've stumbled upon, how do you say it? A cultural barrier. These Tibetans are really religious. They don't want to act until they get a signal from the spirits. Oh, I know. Comrade Paul, why don't you try and come up with a sign, Perhaps with that shrine of theirs.
What motivates your fight against the Dominion?
This is a long tale.
I've got some time.
When the Russian Empire had fallen during the February Revolution, a new country was established, you know. But after the dust settled, some discovered that Valkyria's agents interfered. The machine has put its own servants deep within our country's government. So we have started a plot against them also, to bring back sovereignty.
What happened? I didn't hear anything about a second revolution.
The Dominion. They somehow knew. Their Valkyria, it is like Rasputin, the fortune teller, no? They exposed our plans. The great idea had ended even before it began. You turn your head for 1 second, and the loyalists are taking what belongs to the people. They dig in, like moles. I can't let this happen here too.
There is something else I want.
What is it, comrade?
What are those obstacles keeping us from taking off?
Two main ones. The storm and the authorities.
I somehow fear the storm will be the easier of the problems to solve.
Do not fear, Melchik. Together, we will overcome.
I envy your enthusiasm.
So, about those issues. You're saying the storm is keeping us down?
You have to be crazy to fly in these conditions. One lightning, and boom! My Mishka explodes, and we are fried bacon.
Who are those authorities keeping us down?
Well, first on the way, there is local guard. You need a permit to even walk onto the airstrip.
How did you get yours?
Lots of bribes at the border and intimidation.
Ah, the famous Tanya method.
Then we need to get rid of Valkyria dogs at the airport too. I propose inciting a revolution here in London.
Aren't there any less radical solutions?
You mean more boring solutions, no?
Who are those authorities?
Well, first on the way, there is local guard. You need a permit to even walk on.
How did you get yours?
Lots of bribes at the border.
Ah, the famous...
Then we need to get rid of Valkyria dogs at the airport too. I propose inciting a revolution.
Aren't there any less...
You mean more boring solutions?
Let's,
what do you need?
Hey, I see you're really good at wood carving. Those little figurines look fantastic.
Spasiba. It helps keeps the hands busy. It's also good use for a knife.
These patterns are so intricate. You're very meticulous.
My papa used to say, do something good or don't do it at all. He had a lot of free time. I can make you something if you'd like, Durch. Just bring me a good piece of wood and tell me what you want made, yes?
I'll get back to you.
Das Vidanya.
It's a pictogram of an airship.
The airport must be this way.
Manfred?
Yeah?
You never told me you studied in Petrograd.
After the Dominion succession, I have traveled to a lot of different places. That's when when I met Tanya. We shared a dislike for loyalists. So she offered to teach me how to fly and maintain an airplane. She has quite a grudge against them.
I'm starting to develop one too, it seems.
What do you think about this place?
It's strange.
They have these huge anti-gravity generators, and the whole city is connected to the network.
On the other hand, there are religious symbols everywhere, and the architecture is decades old. It is like the town is stuck between identities, yeah? Tradition and innovation.
What's wrong about that?
Magic is getting philosophical again. It is just because of the air here. Higher altitude, less oxygen. You should hear him in the cabin when his first plane lost pressure. It was like listening to Dostoevsky.
Sorry?
How's your leg?
Doesn't hurt as bad anymore. But don't expect me to do any running anytime soon.
No worries, Manny. I will carry you.
That won't be necessary.
Please do. I really want to see this. I wanted your advice on something.
Yeah? Go ahead, Paula.
This storm is really getting on my nerves.
Yeah. I've heard the people here say it's some sort of curse.
You don't seriously believe that, do you?
The thing is, storm clouds at this altitude, this time of year, localized entirely above the airport. All I'm saying is that perhaps there is something more to it than just a weather anomaly. You should keep a lookout for anything out of the ordinary. It is worth investigating.
If you say so. Perhaps you can help me with this. There's this old monk.
The one outside the gates, yeah?
Exactly. I have a suspicion he's hiding something. He may not be as saintly as he appears to be. Plus, I could really use that quill of his.
On the way here, I've seen him making some notes. Finding one of these papers is your best shot. Something incriminating would give you a major bargaining chip.
Spoken like a true politician, Manfred.
I think that's it for now.
Anything else on your mind?
I wanted your...
Yeah?
I think that's it for now.
Anything else on...
I'm gonna get back to it. Come here, Pascal. Take a look at this contraption.
No worries. I'll fix the generator and
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure, I can do that.
Override executed. I'm in.
I can finally reach it. Sucking gravity. It's a blank piece of paper. High quality clue. Although, it smells kind of weird. Citrusy.
There's something suspicious about this piece of paper. It seems blank, but it smells of lemon. What's up with that? This isn't going to work. There's really no need for... Not an option. How would that help me?
Got any idea what this could be?
It is piece of paper, no?
Well, yes. But I think there's more to it.
Ah, like a secret message, no? It could be. Many spies hid their communications with the use of invisible ink.
That could be it. So, how do I make it visible again?
Depends on the kind of ink. Sometimes you have to use a specific chemical. Sometimes it just works with high temperature.
Not quite.
Generator's working again. Finally, some progress. This guy gives me the creeps. I'm curious what's inside. The lid won't budge. I'll have to find another way to open it. Maybe I can get the container open with this crank.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Whoopsie.
What have you done? Where will I find another crank like that now?
Sorry. I'll replace it, I promise. At least I have this wooden handle. I'm curious what's inside. I'm curious what's inside. I'm curious what's in... I'm curious. A wooden handle? Well, it used to be at least. Now it's just a piece of wood. This guy gives me the creeps. Hi there. How are you doing?
What's it to you?
Nothing. It's just you're sitting here alone in a back alley.
Mind your own business, why don't you?
Actually, I'm looking for help getting onto an airship.
Then keep looking. I don't know anything about nothing, understand?
Geesh, fine. I'll leave you to it, mister. Hi there.
I told mind your own business, why don't you?
Geesh. weren't fooled. The one problem with payphones is that you need to pay for every call.
Wait, maybe I have some change in my pockets.
You have pockets?
I'm not always as useless, I promise.
Traditional boot is prayer wheels.
Look back here. They are connected to some kind of mechanical contraption. I wonder what's it for.
There seems to be a part missing. I can't make heads or tails of it anyway.
Maybe someone a bit more versed in the local traditions would be able to help you with this.
That makes no sense to me. Don't worry, Yang Chen. I'll release you soon enough. The crank already has a handle. That's too unorthodox, even for me.
That gate is totally, absolutely insurmountable. Someone has to let me through. It's no use. Even if I get through without the guard noticing me, there's still more security inside the airport. I need some other solution.
That's it. This is the Loyalist station. I bet they're keeping the stolen key somewhere in there.
We have to get to that airstrip. What a peculiar looking shrine. Doesn't really fit the rest of the architecture.
What a curious device.
Let's see if it can be of any use to me. The pipe goes all the way to the roof. It seems to be sending some notes from the receiver to the booth.
Your brute force methods don't seem to work.
It's the guard's phone. It's connected directly to the central office.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I just wanted to make a phone call.
This is a secure line to the central office. There's a payphone right there. You can use it instead.
Fine, never mind. Excuse me, would you be so kind and raise the airport gate?
Sure. Just let me see the C-47 permit.
The what now?
Permit C-47, stamped and authorized.
Let's assume for a moment I have no idea what that is. Could you explain?
Article 422 of Codex C forbids access to any airship landing zone without a valid entrance permit.
Yes, exactly. I was just testing you.
That's hardly necessary. I know these regulations by heart.
The thing is, I really have to get onto that airstrip. Could you maybe make an exception for me?
How dare you! Encouraging a law officer to forsake his duty.
Maybe we've got off on the wrong foot here. Let me just ask you some questions. How exactly do I get access to the airport?
There is a procedure after which you are issued permit C-47. Then you just have to get it registered and you're good to go.
Right. So... what's the procedure for getting this permit C?
Permit C-47 as described within Article 422 of Codex C. Yes, it really simple. You have to file application FC-12 at the nearest Transportation Department office. After an approval from the central office, you may exchange C5LO referral form for permit C-47.
Thanks. That was very informative.
Exhaustingly so.
The thing is, I really have to get on that airstrip today. I can't wait for all these procedures.
There's nothing I can do about that. The law is the law.
Like getting blood from a stone. Can you at least tell me what this permit looks like?
It's a small piece of watermarked paper. It has the name of the owner as well as a handwritten signature of the clerk that issued it. It is also vital that the document is stamped with the official Tibetan seal made in green ink.
Can you at least tell me?
It's a small piece of watermarked paper. It is also vital that the document is stamped with the official.
And how do I register the permit?
The issuing clerk will most likely just call the central office. After providing a valid password, they can add your name to the database.
A database, huh? Thanks.
My pleasure. it's just a matter of reading out the new code from the little paper ribbon whenever I call the office to confirm authorization. As simple as that.
That password system sounds very secure.
It is. Whenever someone tries to access it with an invalid old password, the network generates a new one. With this new two-factor authentication, there is no way to hack the system.
We'll see about that.
Excuse me?
Oh, nothing. That's enough about the receiver. I see you have a phone over there. I have to make an important call. Would you mind if I use it?
I would, in fact, mind. This telephone is a secure landline to the Central Information Office. Accessing it by third party is strictly forbidden by Resolution C-411.
But it's an emergency.
The payphone is literally across the street.
Fine. I don't need your stupid phone. What is that device on the roof of your booth? It's the first time I've seen something like that.
I guess that it provides...
Oh, that's interesting. That's enough about... I've seen a wanted poster over there. Who is this Tashi?
A local criminal, known for making counterfeit documents and forging official signatures. The Loyalists have their fugitives, and we have ours.
So he escaped prison?
Yes. He somehow smuggled a hacksaw into a cell and cut the iron bars at night.
Where the hell did he hide a... You know what? Forget I asked.
Already did.
Be back with the...
Certainly.
I don't see any screws on the pipe. Perhaps it's time to consider a different angle of attack. I can't imagine how that could be of any use. I need some help.
Sure.
Use?
Scan initiated.
Hi there.
I told you, mind your own.
Sheesh. Wanted. Tashi. Counterfeiter. Not the best looking of criminals. Hey, Tashi.
What? I mean, who's Tashi? No Tashi here.
Oh, really? So that's not your face on this wanted poster? I gotta say, great sketch. The artist captured your eyes perfectly.
Not so loud, kid.
Don't worry, I won't tell the guard I've seen you. On one condition.
Fine, fine. Just keep your voice down. What is it?
It says here you're a forger.
I prefer to call it archival reproduction. A little hobby of mine.
I need you to make me a credible-looking airport pass.
Lady, my artwork is always credible. It's a near-perfect imitation of life. Of paper. You know what I mean. What kind do you need?
Permit C-47.
Ouch. That one's a toughie.
I'm sure a master artist such as yourself will manage.
On any other day, I'd be inclined to agree. But there are some complications. Force majeure, if you will.
I dropped out of the sky in a burning airplane earlier today, mister. I can handle a few hurdles.
You've got spunk, kid. I like that. As for the issues, lack of tools, missing stamp, and the new security system are the main ones. Figure it out, and you'll get yourself to the airport.
What tools do you need?
For one, a quill would be nice. The permit needs a signature, and blue ink to be exact.
A quill? What is this? 18th century France?
Hey, you don't question the genius at work.
Genius is one word for it.
There's a bottle of ink in that container over there. That's half of the work done already.
You need a stamp.
I have the canvas. The watermark paper, that is. However, the lawmen snatched my collection of authentic government stamps when they sent me on the compulsory verification.
Prison, you mean? What a great holiday spot.
The C-47 has to be stamped with the green seal, depicting two lions in the wheel of the drama. It's way too complex to paint by hand. But if you manage to get your hands on even approximately system of authorizations that makes my head spin. You'll have to register every document in the central office. But to do that, you have to call them and know the right password. And here's the kicker. The code changes constantly, many times a day.
Oh dear.
Oh dear is the right way to put it. You'd have to somehow intercept the code before the guard can reach it and authenticate the documents yourself.
I have something else to ask you.
What? Is this an interrogation? You've got nothing on me.
Relax. Shouldn't you be in prison?
Again, shouldn't you keep your nose out of it? If you gotta know, I'm currently on a jackrabbit parole.
What's a jackrabbit parole?
I think it means he escaped from jail.
Darn right I did. Prison life's not for me. It restricts my creativity. There's no output for my artistic spirit inside.
How'd you do it? The prison break.
Nothing fancy. With sleight of hand and a bit of luck, I smuggled a hacksaw into my cell. Then I redecorated the window. These iron bars, they were really spoiling the view.
You still got the hacksaw? I've got some escaping to do myself.
Oh, an adventurous kind I see. Go ahead. It's in that metal container.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Seriously, don't mention me to anyone.
All that commotion with the loyalists has to be a great distraction for someone who's trying to go on unnoticed.
You'd think that, but it's not all sunshine and flowers. They're snooping around everywhere, asking a lot of questions. Bunch of weasels.
You think that's bad? He invaded my country a few days ago.
See, this is one difference between small criminals and huge ones. I know my limits. I know how big a piece of a pie I can eat before getting sick. These guys, they want more and more, and they'll tell you they're doing you a favor while robbing you. These Valkyria thugs are the best con men I've seen in a while.
I've gotta go.
See ya.
The lid won't budge. I'll have to find another way to open it. How strong is that cover? We're going nowhere with this without a proper crank. Or a blowtorch. Whichever I find first. Here we go. Ah, check. And it did. Tashi has a hacksaw in his container. I wonder if it's the same saw he used to cut through the prison bars. Tashi has a I wonder. Looks like a metal cutting saw. And a pair of sliced handcuffs right next to it. Better that I don't know. A bottle of ink. Just what I needed. It's a bottle of blue ink. Next best thing to a living squid. That would only make a mess. This isn't going to work. No cutting necessary. Hey, could you perhaps carve this thing into a stamp?
Да.
A very ornate stamp?
Да.
A stamp that by pure accident looks completely identical to the one used by the airport guard?
Да.
And can you carve it out of this wooden handle?
Да.
Is it suspicious?
Just give it to me, comrade.
Wow, that was much faster than I thought.
Nothing's hard for a Russian pilot, comrade.
That's one important looking and totally legit seal. But until I find some ink, it's still just a piece of wood. It's the wrong color. The official stamp needs to be green.
Oh, so you too have taken to collecting government stamps. Great. Now get stamping. Great. You I'll just dip a quill in it, and I'll be ready to perform my masterwork.
It's the wrong cup. That would... There's really no need for that.
Hey, look who's here.
Yangchen! My sweet little Yangchen!
He got stuck in a little feedback loop back there, but we've got over it.
I've been worried out of my mind. Oh, look at you. Your basket's all torn up. Thank you for bringing this little munchkin back to me. You have my undying gratitude. You can help yourself with one of the spices.
Well, thanks.
I love a happy ending.
Hi again.
Hey,
I'm wondering...
sure.
I need some green...
Won't find it here.
Then perhaps some kind of dye or pigment?
Let's see. You see that bowl over there? That's turmeric. Great for making curry. And it gives this nice yellow color.
I can work with that. Let's...
Sure.
I'll be going.
Do come back.
Can I take some of this turmeric?
Sure you can, young lady. You found my little Yangchen. Take whatever you need.
Turmeric has mixed with blue ink and created a greenish substance. Tamara would be proud. A small bottle of blue ink. A small bowl of green-colored ink. Smells like spices. Now I can finally do some paperwork. I can't just go around putting stamps on everything.
Excuse me. This piece of paper smells of lemons, and you've got one right there. And that feather. Is it a quill?
What are you trying to imply? It's just a blank piece of paper. Why don't you just give it to me, so you can be relieved of such distractions?
You seem disturbed about it. Are you perhaps hiding something? Maybe you're not so saint after all.
Without proof, your accusation is as empty as that content on that parchment.
Oh, so you're saying there is some proof to be found? I'll be back. I have to figure out what the deal is with that paper if I want to get an advantage over him. Most of the useful parts... Shame. Yes! Now, what to do with it?
Oh, I know. We can make a novelty drinking cup.
Hey, we fixed your photograph.
Most exquisite. Now I will just light up the incense and... Splendid! Oh, I can finally enjoy some music. The atmosphere is just... elevating.
I don't feel elevated. Are you sure it's not just because of the altitude?
Here, take this for the trouble and just let me relax.
Thanks. What's in this incense anyway? A bunch of local coins. Some loose change is always useful. Wait a second. This smelling incense smoke revealed some drawings on the paper. Looks like blueprints? Seems to be a diagram for some sort of weather control device. I see. The prayer wheels control anti-G generators hidden in the shrine. Their fields alter the atmospheric pressure and end up producing storms.
using the anti-G fields in the shrine to cause a storm front above the airport.
Fine. You got me. So I caused the storm. But it was only after the Loyalists started bossing the people around.
I knew it!
If not for me, I thought the citizens would at least listen to the spirits.
They don't fear Valkyria, so you'll make them fear the thunder and lightning. Clever.
Yes, if the shrine's chimes rang while the storm subsides, it would be a sign for the people that the spirits are on their side.
Or I could expose you as a fraud.
Out of the two evils, I'll gladly stand by my actions. At least I didn't take over any countries lately. How about a compromise? I'll tell you how to calm the storm, and you take back the stolen prayer wheel from the Loyalist. Put it back in the shrine and complete the ritual.
Ritual? Sounds more like a change of settings.
Read this carefully. Calm the storm and give the people the sign they need to stand up to the Loyalist.
Sir?
Hmm?
About that prayer...
You have the combination to disperse the storm. What more do you need?
I just wanted to hear your explanation.
The sound of the prayer chimes and change of the weather will serve as a testament to the spirit's power.
And what then?
It's just the spark we need to drive these fiends out of Longda. The people will be free of Valkyria's influence. Peace be with you.
Hey, since you're done taking cryptic notes in lemon juice, you wouldn't mind if I borrow that quill?
Go ahead, newcomer. I don't have anything more to hide from you anyway.
I have a saying, if you don't need...
Maybe you...
This is the monk's quill. Though without some ink, it's just a feather, I guess.
This little murderous drone is quite cute, actually. No wonder the herbalist got attached.
You never called me cute.
Oh, get over yourself. Hi, Yangchen. How are you doing?
Ha!
What? What did he say?
Oh, nothing important.
Hi, Yangchen.
Ha!
What? What did he say?
Oh, nothing.
Will this do?
This feather right here is perfect for a quill. Now just dip it in some ink.
Turns out, you just have to dip a feather in ink for it to become a quill.
Here you go, your quill. Now, can you write me that airport pass?
Just give me a second. Do not rush the artist. Such a shame I have to sign my artwork with someone else's name. Here you go, kid. You still need a stamp, though.
Thanks. Pleasure doing business with you.
Now buzz off. Oh, so you two have taken to collecting governments. Great. Now get stamping.
I have now counterfeited an official document. It's for the greater good. Airport pass, signed and stamped. That monk gave me this mysterious poem. Apparently, it's supposed to help me operating that weather controlling device by the airport. The wolf hides in the trees, stalking the hare. The prey basks in the sun, without one care. From his home in the plains, he cannot know that across the stream, death lurks in the snow. The old crane sees them both, each with one eye.
These sculptures are so cute.
Just look at it. Hey, Tanya. I'll get back to you.
Das wird...
Manfred?
Ja? Ja? Go.
The guard at the airport won't let me through.
Ja? I don't remember the route. Maybe it's not so much a...
Are you suggesting...
I would never.
Well...
International call. Please wait.
Oui, hello.
Hello? Mrs. Dumont? Is Tamara there?
Oui, she just arrived. Tamara, dear, you have a phone call.
Yes, hello. Oh, thank goodness, Tamara. It's me, Paula. You've arrived safely?
Yes, I'm alright. You can't even imagine how happy I am to hear you. Are you okay? Have you found the key?
Yes and no. So far we've lost our plane. Manfred broke his leg, and I'm planning to overtake an airport.
And I'm missing all this?
I'll tell you all about it later, but right now I need your help. We have a lead on this Earl Grey person. They might have hidden the second piece of the heart in Palace Monte Carlo.
Oh, I know what it is.
Great. Please go there and try to find out more. I'll meet you there. As soon as I figure out how to get back to Europe.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. And Paula?
Yes?
Please, be safe.
I'll be fine. The same goes to you. See you in Monaco.
It's a date.
Longda Airport Central. Please provide a valid password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wrong. Now I have to send a new password to every unit.
New password. Noted.
I'm in. Now to intercept the note. So this is the super secret message? It's a password. Seems like I hacked right through the security system. Someone should come up with a word for this sort of thing.
And the magic word is WYK4501. Not as catchy as I would have hoped for. This doesn't seem like a great moment to use the password.
Let's make a call.
Longda Airport.
Sure. It's 5401-WYK.
Haven't I already told you? Oh, wait. That's actually correct. Okay then. What's your request?
Would you kindly register a C-47 travel permit for Apollonia Zagorska?
No problem. Already on it.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Huh. That went easier than I expected.
Ex.
Oh, you're still on the line. Nothing. Goodbye. The one problem with payphones is that you need to pay for the call.
Wait, maybe I...
You have pockets?
Let's make a call. Let's make a call.
Here you
straight this way. If they realize I'm here, I'm toast. There has to be some way to get rid of them, at least for a moment. And I need to find out where they're keeping the piece of the heart.
Hello? Yes, Commander Durch. We've intercepted the piece. Valkyria's commands were spot on, as usual.
What about the undesired elements?
We've downed their plane. They're probably done for.
Probably is not good enough. I'd like to remind you, Captain, that this mission is of the utmost priority for the safety of Valkyria. I want to see the bodies. And make sure the locals do not interfere. Bribe them, threaten them, or destroy them, whatever means necessary.
Yes, sir. Don't you worry. The piece is here, secured in a safe, and if there are any survivors, well, there won't be for much longer.
Good. The machine only works if every cog is in its place. Don't disappoint me, Captain. Don't disappoint Valkyria.
Well, mystery solved, I guess. I'm not moving from behind these crates while the soldiers are here. I'll have to come up with a distraction. There they are, Valkyria's slimy henchmen. If they didn't have these rifles, I would have given them a piece of my mind, along with a side dish of a punch in the face. I'm at a disadvantage here. Perhaps I can at least eavesdrop on them for something useful.
So, Theodore?
Yes, Marcel?
What made you join the Loyalists?
Valkyria herself, obviously. A purely logical machine able to calculate every outcome, plan every strategy, and run an entire country with the precision of a Swiss watch. No one leader could ever dream of achieving such perfect rule.
Ah, that makes sense.
How about you, Marcel?
I really liked these snazzy uniforms.
This is painful to listen to. I'm at it. Perhaps I can...
Marcel?
Yes, Theodore?
Why are you staring at the mountains? We're supposed to guard the cargo.
I want to see the Yeti.
The what now?
Yeti. The abominable snowman. A mythic cryptid creature from the Himalayas.
You think there may be a reason why they call it mythic?
Because it is a magic spirit of the mountains.
Or maybe it's because it doesn't exist, Marcel. Now get back to work. There wants his bodies, and I intend to deliver.
This is painful to... As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver. That's the safe where the Loyalists are keeping the loot. Not for much longer if I have any say in the matter. That's the safe, not for much... I'm not moving from behind these crates. I'll have to come up with another phone booth. I guess it's here for quick communication with the guard station. The phone has a number written on its side, but I can't get a good look or I'll be spotted. The phone has a number written... See that telephone? Could you peek out and read its number for me?
I'll go risking my life while you stay here, safe and cozy.
Pretty please?
All right. Zooming. 6165553. I bet that mechanical arm can handle some really heavy weight.
Yeah, it's gotta pack quite a punch, too. I'm not moving from behind the... I'll have to come up with... I need some help.
Sure.
Do you see any...
Scan and...
That padlock is preventing the lid from opening.
Let's make a call.
Hello?
Yes, hello, this is the guard.
Yes? You sound different.
I have, a medical condition. Yes, it's
I've never.
It's not important right now. I've seen someone very suspicious entering the city. It must be one of the criminals you're looking for.
What? Where?
Right by the town gate. Go there quickly. Look for her carefully. And for a long time.
Right away. Thank you.
Maybe it's the Yeti.
Shut up, Marcel.
I can't believe it worked.
Me neither. The way's clear for now. I have to hurry. It won't be long before the soldiers realize they got chumped. I got the number. I don't have any more use for. Shucks, locked. I could really use that laser right about now. That padlock is That's one strong padlock. As much as it pains me to say it, not everything. The saw made light work of that padlock, but it got mangled pretty bad in the process. Oh well. This lever over here seems to control the antenna's height. Let's catch some lightning. That's enough light show for now. Let's catch some lightning. A power box. It may have some. I need something to open up the power box. The plaque says not to open the power box. Yeah, right. Who could keep track of all these wires?
I can. Whoa! The telephone cable is sparking with electricity. Don't touch it.
You're right. I'd become a Polish-shaped roast. Can you tell me anything about this power box?
Whoa! The telephone.
You're right. That's enough light show for now. Can you tell me anything?
Oh, the position of these cables lets you reroute power between different devices on this landing strip. It's like an electric labyrinth.
I can deal with this in no time.
Can you tell me?
Oh,
I can deal.
Can you tell me anything?
Oh.
I can.
So, the arm is connected to the main power source, but we want it to be fed stronger surges of electricity.
Right. So you'll just have to redirect the current.
Warning. Overcharging may cause dangerous fluctuations in lifting speed and strength of the arm. Nah, I wouldn't worry that much about it. Great! The loading arm accompanied by the lightning storm should have quite an impact. Let's catch some lightning. How do I even...
Leave it to me, boss. Just point me to the controls, and I'll handle the rest.
Let me try and...
You might want to take a few steps
trouble comprehending how it is supposed to stop Valkyria. I'll be taking that, thank you.
We did it! The first piece of the heart is retrieved, but we've got a long way to go now.
Yeah, let's focus on getting ourselves out of this town. I need some help past.
Sure!
Do you
Scan it.
Warning. Overcharging may cause dangerous fluctuation. Nah. That's the missing prayer wheel. With it, I can finally get rid of this darn storm. Nothing quite as effective as smashing stuff on the ground. It's a prayer wheel. Apparently, it doubles as a control mechanism for the weather control station hidden in the shrine. Let's see if the spirits will listen. Time to figure out.
spirits will to punish the soldiers.
You, lady, you're the one who calmed the storm. If the spirits listen to the enemy of the loyalist, then it is as the old monk had been saying. Down with Valkyria's henchmen.
Yes. I mean, it's complicated.
Doesn't matter. Without you coming here, we wouldn't have to deal with the loyalists in the first place. I say we let them go, and you can keep your messes.
No, don't you see? The spirits have proven that this was pure intent. Throw these loyalists in jail.
Let us go, and we promise we will leave your village in peace.
Shut up, Marcel. Listen, you peasants. If so much as one bolt is loosened from our airship, you will have Valkyria's entire army to deal with.
This is getting us nowhere. You, lady, you know what these Valkyria men are capable of. It's your choice. We let them go right behind you, or hamper their pursuit and risk endangering the whole of Longda.
We're gonna have a hard time escaping with their airship on our back. Let these people have their justice.
Pola, you've seen what the loyalists did to Sulislav. We cannot let it happen here too.
So what do we do, Paula? Let the loyalists go and risk them following us? Or leave them imprisoned and possibly cause the escalation of their conflict with the locals?
Don't let these criminals intimidate you into submission. If you give them what they want, they'll only want more.
You heard the lady. Lock them up.
Doesn't matter. Our agent is already waiting for you in Monaco. She'll deal with you.
Quiet, Marcel.
Shut up, both of you.